I get to talk to you guys today about a fantastic product within the Preston Innovations range, and it is the new Response landing net handles. For as long as I've been going fishing, I absolutely love picking up a brilliant landing net handle. I used to go in the tackle shops, picking them all up, trying them all, imagining myself netting those match-winning fish. I think a landing net handle is a really essential part of any angler's setup. So when I'm going fishing, for me, having a great landing net handle is a must. Now, this Response range, this is the top of the range style landing net handles from Preston Innovations. This is as good as we can do, and boy have we done some unbelievably great landing net handles in this range. The first one, and the one that really caught my eye when we were doing testing, was the Response Ultra. Now, this is a 4-meter landing net handle, and basically we set out to create the best landing net handle any of us have ever used or seen, and we've done it in this Response Ultra. It's 4 meters in length, it's 3 pieces. We feel that's the right balance for a 4-meter landing net handle, because you can also take the top section off this landing net handle and you've got a threaded section on the second section as well, which means just shy of 3 meters, around 2.7 meters. If you prefer a slightly shorter length, or if you're going somewhere where you think, I don't need the full 4 meters today, you can just whack your landing net on this second section. So you've got a super stiff and strong landing net handle. But for me, and a lot of the fishing that I do, I love having 4 meters of landing net handle available. I find a lot of the time those bigger fish, that wallowing bream, that big double figure carp, especially if I'm on a deeper water or I've got my rod in my hand, they can come up further away from the bank. And I don't want to be reaching with a small length. I want complete control when I'm netting that great big match winning fish. And this handle is going to allow me to do that because it is remarkably light. It's I just couldn't believe how light this landing net handle was when I got my hands on it. Light, strong, and it has to be stiff. What you don't want when you're going to net that fish is a great big bend in your landing net handle, so you're trying to lift up at the crucial moment and having the fish come off or swim off or bumping it off. You don't want that. This is as good as you are ever going to see. Incredibly stiff, strong and light. A remarkably great landing net handle. The Response Ultra is going to be really one to go and have a little waggle with. It's an incredible piece of kit. Now, along with that, we appreciate, of course, when we're talking about the very top of the range, that's going to be the most expensive one in the range. It's an incredible landing net handle. We also wanted to do something that had all those great characteristics in a 4-meter handle, just a slightly lower price point, and that's what we've got here with the Response competition. Now, if I pick this landing net handle up, it's unbelievably good, light, strong, stiff. It's everything that I want. It's everything that I would have been completely happy with and thought it's a remarkable landing net handle. It's just at that more competitive price. It's really, really an incredible piece of kit. And one thing I love about all these landing net handles is we've got this beautiful textured finish at the base of the handle. So when I'm coming towards the end, I know that I'm reaching the end of the handle. I can actually feel it in my hand. I've got that same pattern around the joint. So when I want to take the handle apart at the end of the day, I've got a perfect area to grip on the handle. And of course, we've got that on both joints and the very top where you're screwing your landing net handle in. It's a lovely feature on all the Response landing net handles, but on this competition handle, it looks really well. They look really smart as well, which is always nice to have on the bank. So we've got the same 4-meter handle with the take apart top piece and the thread still in that second section. This is a standout handle at its price point, definitely one to go and have a little look at. Now, the final handle in the range is what I'm calling it the ultimate commercial fishery landing net handle. I've given it that name because it's the Response carp. It's 3 meters in length, which we feel is that perfect length for commercial anglers. You know, when you're playing fish on top kits all the time, short feeder rods or waggler rods, fish are coming up here, they're coming up close to you. You don't need maybe the longer length that some other anglers might need. This is going to be the one for you because it is unbelievably stiff, it is unbelievably light, but it is incredibly strong. The bonus of being 3 meters meant that we could make it light, stiff and strong. We didn't have to balance it over 4 meters. We wanted to keep it at that optimum length, and we've done it. So it's only 2-piece, takes you seconds just to put together and set up, and we haven't got that thinner end piece. We are straight on to that thicker, stiffer, stronger middle section, if you like, so there's no top section, but these are all slightly longer to give you 3 meters. This is going to be an absolute must in my fishing tackle, because to have a lightweight, strong and stiff landing net handle on commercials is going to be a massive advantage. Now, with all of these ranges of landing net handles in the Response series, we've got a 1 meter extension piece. So we've got a 1 meter Response extension piece. So if you do want to take your 3 meter Response carp up to 4 meters, you've got that option. Or if, like me, often you go in places where you might want to use your land net handle, do a little bit of weed cutting, or just to reach on a very difficult, awkward venue, you can take the 4 meter handles up to 5 meters. That incredible extra length, just in case you don't want to miss out on that match-winning fish. Complete versatility, strength, lightness and stiffness, the best range of landing net handles Preston Innovations have ever made.